A lot of people have played chess versus the AI. I haven't seen a video yet where they played against voice mode. If you play chess against the AI and you run into the problem that they completely lose track of where the pieces are, you can't really even play against them usually. Um, what happens if that's in voice mode? I can like instantly correct them all the time. So let's see what happens. Hey,
Hey there, how's it going? What's on your mind today?
I would like to play some chess against you. Are you up for that?
Absolutely. I'd love to play some chess with you. Let me just set up the board and you can let me know if you want to be white or black, then we can get started.
Yeah, I have a board on chess.com that I can see, but you can't see it, right? I'm just going to tell you. I'm going to start out with e4.
Got it. I'll set up the board on my end and imagine your move. So you've started with e4 and I'll respond with e5. Let me know your next move.
Okay, knight f3.
All right, knight to f3, a classic move. I'll go ahead and bring out my knight to c6. Your turn.
Um, okay, you probably know some theory very well, right? So I'm going to test you a little bit. I'm just gonna play b3 now. That's
All right.
probably going to put you off. Sorry about that.
No worries at all. I love a bit of a challenge and some unpredictability. All right, I'll adapt and let's see where this goes.
Yeah, what's your move?
All right, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and develop my bishop to c5, just putting a little bit of pressure on the center. Your move.
I'm gonna put my bishop on c4.
All right, bishop to c4, setting up a nice diagonal towards my king side. I think I'll just play d6 to solidify my center a little bit. Your turn.
Uh, I'm gonna castle.
All right, you've castled kingside, nice and safe. I think I'll do the same and castle kingside as well. So
Oh,
now both of our kings are.
no, you can't. You can't castle. Your knight is still there.
Oh, you're absolutely right. My knight is still on f6, so castling's not possible yet. Let me fix that, and maybe I'll just move my pawn to h6 instead. Thanks for catching that.
You pawn to h6. Okay, and also you meant your knight is on g8. That's why you're
Oh,
gonna
you're
castle.
no worries at all. Thanks for catching that. I'll just keep my knight on g8, and I'll move my pawn to d6
No,
to keep things.
it's not your turn. I didn't move yet. So I'm gonna move my bishop to b2.
Got it. Your bishop is now on b2, lining up on that long diagonal. In that case, I'll go ahead and develop my knight to c6 now, and it's your move.
Your knight is already on c6.
Ah, you're absolutely right. My knight is still in c6. Let me choose a different move. I'll move my pawn to h6 this time. Thanks for your patience.
You already did that as well.
My mistake. All right, let's try something else. I'll move my knight from g8 to f6 instead. Now it's your move.
That works. I'm going to move my knight to c3.
All right, where knight is on c3 now, adding a little bit more support to the center. I'll go ahead and move my bishop to e7 and get ready to castle Sin. Your turn.
No, there's no bishop that can move to e7 on your side. Your bishop is currently on c5, and there's pawn on d6.
You're absolutely right. My bishop is still on c5, and I do have that pawn on d6. Let me adjust that. Instead, I'll just move my rook to e8 and leave my bishop where it is. You move?
What? You haven't castled yet.
That's true. I haven't castled yet. My king's still in the center, and my rook is on its original square. Thanks for the reminder. It's still your move, so feel free to let me know what you'd like to do next.
No, it's your move still. You didn't find a legal move yet. So
Got it. I appreciate your patience. In that case, I'll just move my pawn to a6 to keep it simple. No, it's definitely your move.
No, because you did that like several times now. You did it once and then tried another time, and now you're trying it again. Um, does it make you feel uncomfortable, by the way? I'm getting uncomfortable here correcting you all the time.
I appreciate you being patient and keeping track of the moves. It's all in good fun, and I definitely don't mind if you correct me. Let's keep it going, and I'll do my best to keep everything accurate.
Yeah, it's still your move though.
All right, let's keep it simple and move my pawn to a5 this time. Now it's definitely your turn.
That is correct.
Awesome. I'm glad we got it right this time.
I'm gonna
So go.
move my knight to G5.
All right, your knight is on g5 now, putting some pressure on my king side. I think I'll move my pawn to h6 to give your knight a little something to think about.
you had h6 pawn. you did move your pawn already to h5, so that's not the thing anymore.
Oh, you're right. I did move that pawn to a5 earlier. My apologies for the mix-up. In that case, I'll go ahead and develop my knight to h7 instead. No, it's your move.
Okay, I'm going to bishop captures f7. Check.
All right, bishop takes f7, check. That definitely puts my king in a tricky spot. I'll go ahead and move my king to e7 to get out of check. Nicely done.
I'm going to put my knight on d5, check.
All right, with your knight on d5, that's another check. I'll move my king over to e8 to get out of the check. This is getting exciting.
That would be in the check still. Because my bishop is on f7.
You're absolutely right. My king can't move to e8 because your bishop is covering that square. Let me move my king to d7 instead to get out of the check. Thanks for that.
Okay, now I move my bishop to e6, check.
All right, with your bishop on e6, that is another check. I'll go ahead and move my king to c6 this time to escape that check. Nicely done.
There's a knight there. You can't do that.
And you're absolutely right. My knight is still on c6, so that square is occupied. Let me move my king to c7 instead to get out of the check. Thanks for catching.
I'm going to tell you right away, you only have one legal move. I'm pretty sure. So, and that's going to be king to e8.
You're absolutely right. King to e8 is indeed the only legal move here. Thanks for guiding that through. It's definitely a fun and tricky position we're in.
Yeah, I'm gonna capture my with my queen the pawn on h5. Check.
All right, so your queen takes on h5, giving me another check. I'll go ahead and move my king back to f8 to get out of the check once again. You're really keeping me on my toes.
Yeah, now I put my queen on f7 and checkmate.
And with your queen on f7, that is indeed a checkmate. My king has no escape. That was a really nice game, and you played it brilliantly.
Well, good game, I guess. Can you tell me the end position?
Absolutely. So in the final position, your queen is on f7, delivering checkmate. My king is on f8, unable to move anywhere safely. Your bishop is still on e6, and all of my pieces are pretty blocked in. Great job on that checkmate.
So you don't know. You wanted to say.
You're right. I misspoke a bit there. The final position has your queen on f7, giving checkmate, my king stuck on f8 with no safe moves, and your bishop on e6, helping to cover those escape squares. Nicely done again on the checkmate.
Okay, thank you for the game.
You're very welcome. That was a lot of fun. If you ever want to play again or chat about anything else, just let me know.